So I'm obsessed with the process of distraction. There's just so much to do. News to read, friends to answer, things to remember. Have you bought this product? You should go and buy one. But there's no time. Schedule it. Sale is until tomorrow, and there's no time. Stop. Leave me alone. To some degree, every person has a love-hate relationship with technology. The philosophy of digital minimalism seeks to maximize the actual use you get from your device and reduce the noise that it brings into your life, which distracts you and leads you to spending your time mindlessly. Today, I'm going to share with you 8 steps that you can take to start handling your phone like a digital minimalist. So the first thing that we're going to do is actually clean our main view to make sure that we always get in an app deliberately and not just because it was something that we saw on the screen while looking at the time or a notification. So we want a clean starting screen, a blank slate. So the next step that we're going to take is we're going to go into our app view and sort our apps into folders. So if I have some travel apps, for example, Maps, Airbnb, Foursquare, they will be in my travel folder. And maybe at this stage you can also delete something that you don't need so that it just gets a little bit cleaner. The point of this is to have this intentionality and think, what is the purpose that I want to achieve right now? So where do I need to go? So just order your apps into folders. And now I'm going to show you a trick. If you don't really want to have everything sorted in a folder, for instance, you might want something to access instantly. So this is an app. It's actually called Edge Action. And you can set whatever you want to be in here. And there are several other side drawers that you can use, but this is just the one I chose. Alternatively to this, you can create a second page on your phone and you can put your most important apps that you really might need to reach fast here. Now, getting back to intentionality, step number 4 involves a little bit of an error key. So you're going to notice that I have different pages here in my app drawer, and that is for a very good reason. So the first page is one that I get to with one swipe. So I have on the very first page my habits, so things that I need to do every day, and my YouTube, because this is my main goal. On the second page, with a little bit more friction, I have my social stuff, my travel things, my finances, so things that are still very useful. On the third page, I have good value entertainment, Skillshare, Audible, and Goodreads. So if I need to entertain myself with my phone, I will have to swipe 4 times to get to good entertainment. So the bad entertainment is Reddit, Instagram, and Pinterest. To get to my rewards, and they are intentionally called rewards, I scroll once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, open this, and then click, so this is about 6 times. So my next step or my good tip here is to delete social media that you can use on the computer. So I haven't deleted Reddit because I try to use Reddit as useful as possible for actual knowledge, but essentially this tip would also mean to go from the computer and visit Reddit there. Obviously you can post on the computer from Instagram, so I have it here, but it's locked away really far. And an extra tip that I have for you here is the Facebook newsfeed eradicator. Is if you ever do find yourself on Facebook just answering your friends like I do, you can make sure that you actually hide the Facebook newsfeed so you don't get sucked up into mindless Facebook browsing, neither on your phone or on your computer. So my next very important step comes from searching. So if you've ever searched for something on Google, you may have noticed that if you start searching here, a lot of stories will pop up here and start distracting you. You may often end up not even knowing what you came to search for. So if you're anything like me, go ahead, go into the General Settings tab, click here where it is setting Discover, and just turn it off. This will make sure that you will not get distracted by those endless articles that show up here, and just go and search for you wherever you were searching for and just get it. So, another possible place where people get sucked up into mindless phone usage is whenever they get a notification. And I know that this is a tip that you have heard very often, but go ahead and go through your notifications. I don't know how it looks on iOS, but probably the same. And turn off all of the notifications from apps that are not like Messenger or something that is really critical that you see it. All of the other apps you will go to and eventually see what's new. You don't need to distract yourself. So I think this is really important that you are intentional with the notifications that you're getting. And another amazing thing that I discovered recently, and I don't even know if Apple can do this, is you can actually turn off the notifications from showing up altogether, but this doesn't remove them. You see, I can still drop down and see that my family wrote to me, but it's not here. So it doesn't distract me. And if I say that I am okay with right now checking if somebody wrote to me, then I can go and do that. So the way that you get to this setting on Android at least is that you go down here, you scroll a little bit more until you get this little 3 dots showing up on the top right. You go ahead and click them. You click status bar, but this is also probably in the settings somewhere. You can also search inside the settings. And you're going to do show notification icon. See how distracting that is? It makes you wonder, what is in here? What is this notification? And once you open it, it's over. Your focus is gone. Everything is gone. So just turn it off. I think this has helped me probably the most from all the tips that I have for you here. And whenever you feel like this is a good time, then you can scroll down and see whoever wrote to you and what happened. So one final step that I would like to recommend for digital minimalism on your phone is to make use of the do not disturb mode. This do not disturb mode basically means that you will not be getting any notifications on your phone except for calls or anything that you allow as an exception. I think not even calls by default. Anything you allow as an exception will be allowed and nothing else will be allowed. So you can turn this on whenever you're working, which is what I do. And more importantly, you can turn this on whenever you're sleeping as a schedule, which will make sure that you will have a restful, undisturbed sleep, which is something that I really, really recommend. And also another thing that I do, bonus tip here, there's a bunch of bonus tip, is I always have my phone on vibrate. And if I'm doing something important, like filming a video right now, I will turn off the sound completely. So I hope that if you try any or all of these steps, they help you to get a little bit more mindfully usage out of your device, thus avoiding all of the distraction that it offers. And if you have any other tips, please share them in the comments, let everybody know. And other than that, I just hope you have a lovely time and I will see you next week.